Colorado families, this week on Community Chat, we are speaking with Chris Churches, Executive Director of Community Uplift Partnership, or CUP, a nonprofit organization that trains young adults with the skills and the support they need to succeed. Chris believes in one of the greatest needs in our community is to help families support their young adults. Through CUP's programs and social enterprises, Chris works alongside young adults to innovate with fun events, activities, outreaches to uplift our city. Now, Chris and CUP rely on partnerships with organizations that are compassionate and passionate about helping our city and our families. We are here to learn about CUP's formation, its outreach to the community, and how we all can support the organization. Thank you so much, Chris, for being here.
Caitlin, thanks for having me. I'm super happy to be here talking with you today.
Well, I adore you as a person and I adore CUP as an organization. You have allowed me to be involved with it, and I'm so grateful for that. And I've been able to learn about so much that you do influencing young adults in our community and influencing the community at large. You do a lot of great events, you do a lot of training, and you do a lot of hands-on employee skills. There's so much to CUP. There's so much different organizations, different parts about it. And you, as the executive director, is the perfect person to talk to so that we can learn more. And so I would love for you to just begin by telling us about how, CUP's formation. What is its mission? What do you guys do?
Yeah, awesome. Well, first of all, just thank you for being a partner with us. That is one of our most important things. It's in our name, Community Uplift Partnership. So without wonderful partners like you, we wouldn't be able to do the good work we do. So yeah, CUP got started 8 years ago by our founder, Keely Thompson, and she had a group of wonderful people, and they partnered with Landing Place Church, and they started this beautiful nonprofit. And what's beautiful about CUP is it has the word community in it. So really, if you're uplifting the community, you're on the right vision, you're following the right mission. So I think when they started, they had a few different things. There was they worked with Food Bank of the Rockies. There was a clothing shelter. There was classes for success classes for single women. There was quite a few different things, but always at the heart of who they were, what they wanted to do when they got started was to help young adults, specifically young adults leveling out of the foster care system.
Mm-hmm.
And then they always had the idea of opening a coffee house and having job skills training alongside other sorts of education. And basically, it just blossomed. It just blossomed into what it is today. I'm actually here in our fourth coffee house.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm at our new coffee house, which I'm excited to tell everyone about. But basically, we run coffee houses, and we do that with the young adults that we're working with. So we partner with kids ages 16 to 24, although I'm not supposed to call them kids, but they are just little babies. But so we partner with young adults age 16 to 24, and we do, like you said, classes. They're called classes, Youth Empowerment Program classes. And it's teaching young adults everything from how to make a resume, how to have a crucial conversation with somebody, how to set goals, how to definitely overcome hurdles in your life. So for some young adults, that might be breaking the cycle of poverty, that might be overcoming some major addictions. But mostly the biggest thing that CUP does is make connections. So we just, we open our doors to young adults or the community. We connect with them in the best way we know how, by loving on them, by educating them, by doing life with them. And then we literally just hands off, watch people blossom. That's the gist of what we do. But then we do it inside coffee houses. So they can learn skills like how to get to work on time, how to have a schedule, and how to be excellent in their work and in their craft. And then, of course, as people know who've been to the Reunion Coffee House or the Anything Coffee House or the Taza Coffee House, that's a great way to reach the community as well.
I think that's fantastic. And you hold an annual gala, and you were so gracious to invite me. And at that gala, we learned a lot of stories of people that went into your program and used working at the coffee houses to really gain the skill and just blossom into a new person. Do you have maybe just one quick story to share about that, how someone can enter your program and just change their life completely?
Yeah, absolutely. So the biggest problem right now with the young adults is just Well, it's a little bit COVID related, is what we're seeing, but also just in general. A lot of young adults feel like they're unemployable. They really feel like they don't have the skills they need. So a lot of young adults. So, for instance, like we help so far we've helped over 60 kids this year, but just one is just jumping in my head right now. His name's Jared, and he just said, I'm unemployable, Miss Chris.
Mhm.
Like I have had 5 jobs since I've been 18, and now he's like 19. He's like, I get fired or I lose my job immediately. So some of the biggest hurdles that young adults have, and you may know a young adult like this, that like not everyone is on this like fast track to success. Many of them like go through jobs really quick, and a lot of it is just basic skills. How to set goals, how to submit to authority, how to be a hard worker, how to get somewhere on time, how to wear the right uniform. But a lot of that just stems from a lack of confidence, a lack of knowing who they are. We're a faith-based nonprofit as well, so we believe really strongly that that young adults are made in the image of God and He has a plan for their life. And a lot of that is just pouring that back into them. No, you're amazing. You have these great skills. We see you, we love you, we connect with you. And it's like it's just like parenting in the sense of your whole goal is to like help this young adult level up. Your whole goal is to help them see that they're loved, that they have value, that they have worth. And so Jared is a great example. He had 5 jobs before he started with us, and then he worked with us, and we helped him through what you would normally miss the first thing. So for instance, when you call out 3 times the first week, normally you would just get fired from that. But we go to the heart of it. Like, why are you calling out those first 3 days? Oh, you have anxiety. Oh, you're you feel like you can't handle it, like a lot of anxiety. Maybe you have depression, you can't get out of bed, or you just don't know how to set your alarm and you can't get to work on time, and you don't have enough money for gas, or you wanted this job but now it seems too hard and overwhelming. And it's just we just help you in that crucial stage when you first start working. Then you make it, you go get to work longer. But then there's more to that. Then there's like, well, now the first time I'm in trouble, I want to quit, fight or flight. The first time I have to have a crucial conversation, like I'm mad at my manager. So we like jump into that hurdle as well. How to have a conversation. You are more than enough. Don't run. Don't leave. You're going to be okay. So we just try to come alongside young adults right at the moment where they're probably going to quit, or right when they maybe would get fired. And I mean, you still have to get to work on time and you still have to make all of your goals, but we do it with loving mentors who are trying to get to the heart of the problem versus just like the end result of like, we have little robots who all get to work on time. Like, why? What are the bigger problems? What are the bigger issues? And so anyway, Jared's been promoted. He's a shift lead. He's been working with us over a year. He's so happy. And he was talking to us the other day because he's leveling up. It's time for him. He's in college now, and he just applied for this great job. We're so excited for him. But he said to me, he said, I never thought I would last this long. I'm like, of course, like you're an amazing kid. You have all these wonderful skills and all these wonderful talents. And we only saw success when we saw him. Like we only saw these beautiful things. And he had some anger issues before, and those are all just like so different now. He has the ability to have a conversation. He has the ability to, the whole trajectory of his life has changed just by like that connection.
I think that's fantastic. And you just shared one story, but at that gala, I got to hear a lot of others, and those were, again, I would call kids, but young adults that have battled homelessness, have battled addiction, have battled abuse, depression, and they used this organization, as you say, to level up, to gain those skills. And there was not one person on that stage that I didn't say, "Oh my gosh, I want to employ them." And
Mm-hmm.
that is all to you. And we really appreciate you and Cup for doing that. And so we heard a lot about the great things that you're doing with young adults. But I would love for you now to share about how you, again, community, how you can bring either individuals, families, small businesses like myself into this organization to help.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for asking that. It's crucial. It's so beautiful that we provide an opportunity to the community that they can partner with us. There's a lot of ways you can partner with us. We have people who just physically volunteer their person and they're there. Maybe they help teach one of our classes. Our YEP classes are 12 weeks long, and we have a guest speaker every week or more than one guest speaker. So for instance, tonight they're learning about LinkedIn. That's a new concept to a lot of people. So we have a guest speaker coming tonight. Everyone will have a LinkedIn account when they're done. Last week I talked about the DISC profile. The week before was on goal setting, but we always have 2 or 3 speakers. So that's a great way to volunteer with us. If you are an expert in any field at all, we would love your input. So that's a great way. Another great way is for businesses to be a financial sponsor. Help you get the word out about your business. We have a lot of opportunities. So at all of our stores, you can put your business on our table toppers. You can hang your shingle on our wall if you want to sponsor something, like our kids corner wall, or like our Boyers bar, or outside kids area, or our art wall. We're so grateful for those sponsors. And then you just kind of come alongside us all year long. If you want to have, for instance, at Reunion Coffee House, or where I'm here at Greyhound Coffee House, we can have lots of events. And so we can put on, we have done everything from Build-A-Buddy workshops to Bunko night to Halloween party to, we just did like the house last week. And then there's one sponsor who would sponsor that event. And then we're so excited to tell the community this is who supports us and who sponsors with us. There's lots of opportunity for connection that way.
And I would love to share an example of why people should truly sponsor. The whole point of it is you're creating the safe space where people can go for events, right? That there are things being done at these coffee shops. The families can come, the kids can run free. It's a safe and fun night, and you really do host that. And so you, as a sponsor, you've allowed us to really be involved in the Reunion Coffee Shop, and you create this safe place. And every time there's an event, I love bringing my kids, and it's a very warming experience. So I really urge people to get involved in any way, whether it is just teaching one of those classes, to sponsoring. That would be fantastic for anybody. And lastly, I'd love to wrap up, and just anything else that you would like to share with the community at large about this organization, how they can get involved, or how they can even sign up if they're a young adult out there.
Yeah. First of all, I just want to add one thing about the community outreaches. What we have learned too is that when the young adults start looking outward instead of looking inward, like all the time they're inward because there's so much survival that needs to happen. We have to get enough money for gas and for food and for rent, and what is my next step in life. So of course, this is an okay state time in your life to be selfish, right? Because you're surviving and you're stepping out onto your own. But when you partner with people outward, there is a part of your heart that heals when you start giving, when you start volunteering. So every time a young adult works one of these outreaches or these community events, everybody says the same thing to me. It was so great to be a part of something. Those are their words. It was so great to be a part of something. So if a sponsor comes in and says, I want to have a karaoke night, and then a young adult has to work it, now all of a sudden they're a part of a family. They're a part of the community having karaoke, and they're singing, and they're making coffee, and their hearts are healing because they don't always have that. They don't always have a chance to be a part of community, and community really is super important to the whole process. So I'm so proud of our sponsors for putting the word community in our name. It is crucial for healing and for growth. So I just wanted to add that as another good reason. It's not separated like community and our program. It is all very synergistic. Okay, so the way that you get involved is through our website, which is cupcolorado.org, and there's lots of opportunity. If you're a young adult, you can apply to work at one of our coffee houses. If you want to apply to be in our next YEP program, we're going to graduate this class in 2 weeks, but then we'll start again in the spring. So there's an opportunity. You can nominate yourself. You can nominate someone you know, a son or a daughter or a granddaughter or a grandson, a community member. You can also apply to be a mentor. So if you're an older, wise, loving person that wants to partner with us and come alongside other young adults, we're always looking for loving mentors. And the way the mentorship program works is you're making coffee while working alongside a young adult, and it just happens organically. Maybe you're saying, are you sure you want to get that tattoo? Didn't you say your rent was due Friday? And you're just giving like neighborly good advice while making coffee for the community. So it's a very organic process. And that part is lovely. We have amazing mentors, but we're always looking for more. And then also on our website, you can apply or get in touch with our events coordination if you want to be a sponsor or a donor in any way. And also there's always, as a nonprofit, a spot to donate, and especially year-end giving is crucial right now. So if you're a small company or you want to have a place to give a year-end donation, please consider us for sure.
I think that's fantastic. Chris, thank you for everything you do. I really urge people to get involved. I really urge people to nominate maybe a young adult that you know. This could really change their life and they will truly, truly appreciate it. So thank you, Chris, for everything. Thank you for being here. And we'll include all the contact information for Community Uplift Partnership or CUP in the show notes. Thank you so much.
Thank you.